correct, Mzadzi, step for South Africa to the world, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time you'll be watching. This is your boys and man. There's a big boy in the building, of course. This is the Village Radio. And of course, Sethmathis with lesson number 3, man. That's how we're gonna be. Today I just wanna be, as you know, we're from our organization towards a transformation and development organization. It's an organization that does not compete with anyone, that does not say others are not doing well, but yeah, man, is the organizations that is focusing on assisting and helping and guiding our communities to do things right and to know their rights, and of course to do what's supposed to be doing in this village, in this community, of course, so we can all move on. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, today I just want to talk and touch base on one and two things that we're going to talk about. Of course, I just want to give you a lesson on that. And like last time we spoke about the recruitment and whatever that has to happen, and the transparency that's in there. And of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to talk about, I just want to talk about now when we come into the business, what's called the business enterprise development. How do we then get to have be developed in much as far as the business enterprise development is concerned? Because we're just a new starters in the business and we want to start business, but we don't know what to do. And of course, like I said, as an organization, we have policies that actually advise and guide us, and actually that will sit down with those institutions, that will sit an organization rather, so therefore we can have an agreement on that as to as an organization, this is the way and this is our policies. Because in many times we fail because we don't have policies in place, we don't have programs in place. We just say we are structures, but the structures that don't have policies in place, and therefore we let the organizations to apply their policies on us, and their policies, they are not supporting us, they're on their favors. Hence now we're having challenges of we're just sitting here and we're not doing anything, we're not being transformed, we're not being developed as much as the business and whatever it's concerned, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, so ladies and gentlemen, on our policies of a business enterprise development policy for community. It's a business enterprise development policy for community, and of course this is pulled together by the organization of towards a transformation and development organization, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the business enterprise development policy, the purpose is to promote community business enterprise development and economic empowerment through partnership with mining houses or companies. Now, the objectives of that is that to support a community business growth and development, and increase community participation in mining house procurement, and of course enhance community economic empowerment. That's one of the that's the objectives of the business enterprise development in this community. And of course, the requirements to that is that the community businesses shall register and obtain necessary licenses, and mining houses shall provide procurement opportunities, and the community's business shall meet mining houses procurement standard according to whatever standard that the guys that require. We should meet that. Of course, the set aside projects, those are the projects that should be going to the communities. Now, on that one, on the policy, we have a support. Under the support, the business training and development programs, monitoring and coaching, and of course access financing and finding opportunities. So those are the things that the mining should also make sure that happened. And of course, now on the procurement, the mining houses shall prioritize community businesses in procurement, and of course the community businesses shall receive preferences in the mining houses procurement. Of course, if you're from local, it should be prioritized to be, but it's not just then you should be prioritized if you're not meeting the standard. You should first meet the mining standards of the business requirement, whatever they require, so that you can do. But at the same time, the businesses, they must also empower and develop. And of course, that's why we have this policy arena, the business enterprise development. And of course, we have a monitoring and evaluation, the regular businesses performances assessment, and the procurement tracking, monitoring, and of course, economic impact evaluation, under the monitoring and evaluation there that should be happen. And of course, after all that is agreed, and of course we'll have them signing in, and of course the representatives to also sign that. So therefore now we have policies whereby this mine, they know we work with policies that they have signed to, and of course whenever they want to do and implement whatever that has to be implemented or given or back to the community, it has to go through those policies that they have acknowledged and that they've known, and they must adhere to those policies. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, one other thing that is actually too much, you know what I mean, too much, obviously it's one of the things that we are here, the immediate community is actually mostly about whereby we are our health basically, there's a dust, there's a fumes that are coming there, and of course and the blasting as well. So now we have again created the policies for that, and then of course if ever there's a dust whereby the mining houses or whatever that company that will mining there, they must know that our policy as far as dust is concerned, we have one policy called the dust community policy, whereby protecting the health and of the immediate communities. The dust community policy protecting the health of the immediate communities rather, and of course the introduction for that is dust is committed to ensuring the health and the well-being of the immediate communities surrounding the smelter, the smelter or the mine. And of course this policy outlined our commitments in preventing and mitigating the impact of the dust emissions and on community health. And of course, that one is just the introduction there, ladies and gentlemen. And other objectives of this dust policy that we for the community is that this mines has to sign to, and this mines has to adhere to these policies. Is that of the objectives is to minimize harmful dust emissions and prevent air pollution, and to ensure the safety of community members, particularly vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with the pre-existing medical conditions, to provide transparent communication and engagement with the community on matters related to our operations and their impact on health. They should do that, and of course to collaborate with the mining houses or the companies and the other stakeholders to ensure a coordinated approach to community health protection. Okay, and of course our key principles for that: dust suppression. There's a dust suppression. Well, we will implement measures to minimize dust emissions and prevent air pollution. And community engagement, we will engage with the community through regular meetings, updates, and feedback mechanism. Transparency, we will provide clear and accurate information of our operations and their impact on the community health. And collaboration, we will work with mining houses, community groups, and health experts to ensure a coordinated approach. Then continuous improvement is that of we will regularly review and update our policies and procedures to ensure they remain effective. So basically that's that. If we do have such, then we know we are a winning community. And of course the implementation, now under the implementation we have the dust monitoring. There must be a dust monitoring. We will install and maintain a dust monitoring stations to attract emissions and alert the community of any existences. Okay, and of course the community health programs, we will support health programs and initiatives that benefit the community, particularly those focused on respiratory health. So that's on the dust. Asthma, guys, they should be protected. Of course, the dust suppression measures, we will implement dust suppression measures such as water spraying, dust containment, and regular cleaning of roads and surfaces. Emergency response planning, we will develop and regularly test emergency response plans to ensure preparedness. preparedness in case of incidents. Of course, the accountability now. The regular reporting, we will provide regular reports and of our dust emissions, community engagement, and health programs. An independent audit. There must be an independent audit as well, whereby we will undergo independent audits to ensure compliance with this policy. Of course, by working together, we can ensure health and well-being of our community. Okay, so basically that's one. That's our dust. That's very much important. Our health comes first, ladies and gentlemen. We must make sure that all those. Now, there's this one thing that I always have a problem with them, with the organizations around, especially in those mining environments. The problem that I always have, that they always do evaluations, and on their evaluations they always come up with the dust only, but they never mention this most critical one, because now we have fumes. These guys have fumes. There's fumes every morning, there's fumes in midday, there's fumes in the afternoon. Okay, so now the fumes community policy that we developed says this: protecting the health of the immediate community, obviously. The introductions: fumes committed to ensure the health and well-being of the immediate community surrounding that company. The policy outline our commitment to preventing and mitigating the impact of our operations and on the community health. And of course, to minimize the harmful emission and prevent air pollution, to ensure safety community members, particularly vulnerable groups and such as children and elderly and those pre-existing medicals, the same as the dust. I understand. So these things must be taken into consideration and must be applied, and we must be regularly checked, so that the health of the people they can be in the safer hands. Ladies and gentlemen, Sethmathis, your boy Sethmathis, once again do what he does, and of course is to give you some lessons and guidelines. As you know, this is a a transformation and development organization, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the village radio. This is what you do. Whenever we do it tight. We love you. Community come first, and of course women in community, again, power to you, Womandla. We must work on the spirit of uplifting and empowering our females in this community. We have more females in this community that are not working, that are taking care of children, and of course they have qualifications, then they qualify to enter the access of the mining, but they are not getting that, and of course that must be come to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, until we meet again, let's do this animal chat.